Okay, Gil. Let me grab my glasses so I can see. Okay. So a little kind of cutting my head off here, but good. Um, a few moves working with the chair. Um, in your physical therapist, you may already be doing this, but um, the whole swinging the leg a little bit, okay? Um, here's what I want you to do. Before you do any movements, I want you to think about the side that's most affected. Think about that. If I'm not mistaken, it was your right side, or whichever side it is. Think about that side first, and think about where it's uncomfortable, where it's tight. Just think about it, right? But then I want you to start with the side that's most comfortable. Move it first, and then move to the side that's that's more challenging. Okay. The idea is this is not exercise. These are motions and movements that are designed to retrain the brain, retrain the muscles, remind them. Muscles have muscle memory. So once they start doing something, they do it again. They tighten up, they do the same thing again. So because of the stroke and the muscles being out of alignment, but still they don't know. All they know is, hey, I'm supposed to tighten up even if I'm out of alignment, but I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. So the idea is to just try to remind them, oh, this is really where I'm supposed to be, and the idea is to kind of get them to go back to themselves. So, but the moves are this, okay? So first of all, make sure that's your thought process before you get started. Get in that brain. Send thought process down there and say, hey, okay, cool. This is tight right here. It hurts me right here. I slept this way. Whatever it is, acknowledge that. Let your brain be aware of that, and then go to the side that is most comfortable, and then work it out. Because then that's your brain saying, "Oh, okay, this is how we're supposed to work over here." All right. So with that, we can do the back and forth with this a little bit. Again, it's not necessarily exercise. You know you can engage your core and get some good movements out of this, but this movement is just to remind your brain and your muscles this is what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Then go to that other side. And the same thing. Whatever range of motion you have with that, it's all right. The idea is to reach your limit without being uncomfortable, without being in pain. The idea is to challenge you. So you start off, okay, I'm cool right here. I can go a little bit further, and then that's how we do that. Okay, so in another move, again, I just did the just front and back a little bit here. Um, that causes you to lean more so on the opposites on your opposing side. So I'm swinging the right foot, leaning on my left, just using the chair as a balance. Same thing back and forth, and then when you do it to the side as well, that's a good way because when you as you crossing over here, that engages that gluteus medius, I believe it is. So just crossing over like that. So all right. And the same thing again. When you finish the exercise, when you finish this, the first motion I told you about, going back and forth, front, stop at the end of that. My advice is to do 3 to 5 times. Try to do 5 sets of those. Three times on one side, 3 to 5 times on one side, switch 3 to 5 times on the other side, and try to do 3 to 5 sets of that. Okay, if that's making sense. Um, but think about it before you do that, and when you finish that move, it's a self-assessment. And what you do is, okay, that felt pretty good. It was a little uncomfortable as I did more sets, or it started to warm up. The idea is to probably have that muscle to warm up and to be having less pain. So if you can, what I'm trying to tell you, you should be taking up the maximum of 5 minutes by doing all of these because none of these moves are meant to be exhaustive. Okay. All right. Another move we did front and then we did side with the leg swing. Another move is step one leg in and again start off with the one that's in better condition. Um, lean and just lean up. Try to keep your back straight. You're using the chair as a base and bend over. You'll feel something in your hamstrings here, but the idea is to get stretched from that lower back, and then that connects with that gluteus back there. So on you see, because this leg is straight, so this is where you should get the most tension out of that. And then just come up, and you want to do that. You just want to hold for maybe 5 seconds. We'll go over 5, 4, 3, 2, up. Keep going back down again, same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, up. Do maybe 3 sets of those. Switch out, do the same thing, okay? Um, Opposite side. And again, if that side is real tight and you're just, this is comfortable right here, or is, comfortable to a challenge right here, that's fine. If you can come all the way over, great. Wherever you are, that's the area where you need to be, and that's the area where you concentrate. And also, every time you get there, if it's a challenge, I want you to think about it. Think about it, and send thoughts to that area. All right, it's a little tight right here. I really wish you loosen up. All right, it's just a little bit of pain. Let me ease up so you won't be in pain. But I'm trying to train you and put you in the right way. However silly that sounds, that is the idea behind your brain retraining the muscles, because all they know to do is work. Hey, wherever I am, I'm gonna tighten up and extend, and it doesn't matter if it's a little bit out of alignment. Okay, that's that move. Um, the other move, I'm gonna use the chair, and if this one is unavailable to you, build up to it. Okay, build up to it. All right. So first, before I use the chair, this is a great move right here. Okay, leg up, and you're engaging your pelvis. All right, leg up, and same thing. Start with the leg that has more mobility. Okay, and you just want to twist your hip just a little bit. Now you're engaging your foot. That's where the power is coming from. You're not just utilizing your abs or whatever to turn over. In this particular case, that's because that engages the glute. That engages the foot all the way up, the leg all the way up to the glute. So you press down into your mat or the floor and twisting that hip up just a little bit. Hopefully this is a decent that you can see. So the idea, your hip is here, your pelvis here, and so the idea is to just kind of twist it a little bit, and that muscle, that gluteus medium is right here. That's what's being stretched. Okay, so when you twist it over, that muscle is being stretched. So I'm gonna show you from this side. All right. Press down and just a little bit. You're getting a slight arch in your lower back. Okay, so when you start, try to be as flat as possible. Of course you're gonna get a little bit of an arch because that lumbar part of your back, there's a little arch down there. But just make it as flat as you can. Bring your knee up to wherever it's comfortable, and press in that foot and twist over. Press down. It's like you think you're trying to get up, but remember, it's not necessarily a strain. It is not a strain. It's just a motion. All right. Okay. Now, utilizing the chair, and hey, let me know. I'll try to do this more organized for you. I'm really just trying to show you the moves and allow you to set your own pace or anything like that. So I'm just, but okay. So with the chair, even though this is a step stool, you can use this as well. I think I saw one or two around the house, but if you use these, this can help with levels. If you're available to do this, if you can get all the way up here, if you can't get all the way up here, let's build up to it. If you have a chair that has like those chairs around your table, they are too high. I know that, but if you have a regular chair and you can do this, and this is the idea with this one, just kind of raise it here a little bit, and you can do very similar principle to what I just did, but you dig in through your heel. All right, I'm digging in through my heel and getting the same thing, getting that little bit of a twist. I'm not just engaging, because right now I'm engaging my core and doing it. I'm not going through the muscle. And so all it does is it means you're engaging these front muscles, and the back muscles get a little bit because they're being stretched, but they're not engaged. So dig into your heel. I'm digging into my heel here. All right, and just slight twist. Slight twist. You're not trying to do these fast. I was moving too fast right there. The idea is to move slow. You inhale and exhale. Come on back down. in, up, and come on back down. Do both sides. That's again, everything you don't want to do too many times. You want to do 3 to 5 times so you can feel it and remind your brain this is how this is supposed to be. Okay, that's the chair. Uh, and that's essentially the same exercise. The way I just had this down, it's pretty much the same exercise. It gives them a little more what's it, extension, and then you do it so it here it's a little more contracted. Here that muscle is a little more extended, but it's the very same move. The idea is the very same. Taking that pelvis or hip area and just tilting just a little bit. That's the idea behind that. Okay. I'm gonna move this chair, and now this one should be a great move for you. Um, when you lie on your side, bend your knees just a little bit. Get wherever you're comfortable. Make sure you're nice, you're even. Um, and the idea is to slide that knee out. All right. Just see how I'm doing this. I'm sliding the knee out. My knee is going straight out. Okay. So adjust yourself, and that's how you want to isolate those muscles. That's making not making your knee go up, down. The idea is to try to make it straight out, straight out. All right. So that's engaging that lower the back muscle. That's engaging that upper gluteus. All right. Um, the medius. All right. Okay. And then with this one also, it's just a open and close, slow motion. Slow motion. You're gonna be working the muscles a little bit, but the idea is to move the muscles, to retrain the brain and muscles to remind them this is what we're supposed to be doing. All right, just a little up. All right. Now this is a little bit of a different move. Up, here, come back down. Up, nice and slow, move up, back down. Of course, if we do up, we have to do up, down just a little bit. You're not trying to extend your leg all the way, and back down. Up, back down. We have to do both sides, okay? So work with those for a little bit. Do them all if you can, and see what feels good to you. The idea is to try to have a session like that at least twice a day. Nothing long,